In January 1943, an 86-year-old man sat alone in room 3327 of the New Yorker hotel. He had outlived his wealth, his peers, and his reputation, leaving him with only the city pigeons for company. History remembers him as a penniless eccentric, yet this solitary figure is the primary architect of the electrical age. He designed the future from the shadows of a cheap hotel room. Every lit window in this skyline and every motor humming in a distant factory relies on his specific, invisible blueprints. Modern civilization runs entirely on his work, even as his name was systematically scrubbed from the history of the world he powered. Born in 1856 in the Austrian Empire, Tesla inhabited a reality defined by blinding flashes of light and complex 3D visions. He could construct, test, and repair intricate machinery entirely in his mind before a single component was ever built. This cognitive intensity separated him from his peers from his earliest years. He perceived the world as a web of invisible physical forces, tuning his mind to a frequency decades ahead of contemporary science. This unique neural wiring fueled his world-changing inventions, but it carried a heavy price. His genius rendered him an outsider, isolated from the very people who would benefit most from his visions. Tesla arrived in 1880s America as an immigrant with 4 cents in his pocket and a letter of recommendation addressed to the most powerful man in electricity. That man was Thomas Edison, who had already built a massive, profitable empire around direct current, or DC power. Edison's system faced a hard physical wall. Direct current dissipated into heat over short distances, requiring a loud, expensive station for every mile. Tesla proposed alternating current. Its oscillating nature bridged vast distances at high voltages, effectively solving the problem of distribution. Edison responded with a corporate smear campaign, staging public electrocutions of animals to weaponize fear against Tesla's technology. The battle ended at the 1893 Chicago World's Fair. Tesla and George Westinghouse brilliantly illuminated the fairgrounds with AC power, proving its safety and efficiency to millions of visitors. Winning the war of currents made AC the global standard, but it also exposed Tesla to a ruthless style of corporate warfare he was never equipped to survive. Seeking a breakthrough beyond physical wires, Tesla realized the Earth itself could conduct electrical energy. In Colorado Springs, he used massive copper coils to generate chaotic arcs of artificial lightning, testing whether energy could be transmitted through the Earth. This research led to his World Wireless System, a utopian plan to provide free electricity and communication to every home on the planet. Financier J.P. Morgan initially backed the venture with a massive investment. The physical manifestation of this dream was the Wardenclyffe Tower on Long Island, a 187-foot giant designed to wrap the Earth in a wireless energy field. However, wireless energy carried an inherent economic risk. If electricity flows freely through the air, corporate monopolies lose their ability to meter, control, or sell it. Morgan withdrew his support once he realized the lack of profitability. Simultaneously, Guglielmo Marconi used Tesla's own patents to claim the first transatlantic radio signal, and a fire soon destroyed Tesla's laboratory. Tesla's vision succumbed to the logic of the marketplace. His science was sound, but it offered a resource that 20th century capitalism could not find a way to monetize. Poverty and isolation defined Tesla's final decades. He moved between a series of New York hotels, often leaving behind trunks full of unpaid bills as his only collateral. His late-life fixations on cosmic energy and death rays allowed the media to dismiss him as an eccentric. Yet those dismissed ideas, robotics, the remote control, and modern radar, form the bedrock of our 21st century lives. In truth, Nikola Tesla was speaking a technological language that the 19th century world entirely lacked the vocabulary to understand. His solitary death in room 3327 was the final toll of a man who spent his life inhabited by a future that would not exist until long after he was gone. The modern world eventually arrived at the destination Tesla mapped out in 1943. We simply took 100 years to reach it.